Broadcasting live from the Immersturm on the plain of Vala. This is TapTapConcede. It was a plane chase card. It's like a war that never ends. The Immersturm. It's like the Endless Storm or something. Raymond Swanland illustrated it. That's really all you need to know.
It's very spiky.
Yeah, it's like, what if Raymond Swanland illustrated the Battle of Helm's Deep? Oh, okay. I have a mental picture of that now. Welcome.
Every creature flame tongue cabus when it comes into play.
Yeah.
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah. Welcome to TapTapConcede. Graham here.
James here.
Cameron here.
And today on TapTapConcede, we're going to be doing the Crack a Pack Fest for January 2017. And before we get to that, we're going to talk about our Rivals of Ixalan spoiler card. And before we get to that, we're going to remind you that this show is brought to you by Card Kingdom. cardkingdom.com/LRR, which lets them know that we sent you over there, and we do that because we think they're great. We use them ourselves. You can see that I did that very thing actually in a vlog that I posted when I was going down for game nights. I was like, I need these cards right now, and it worked out wonderfully. They ship singles anywhere in the world real fast, and sealed product anywhere in the U.S. Like, you should draft Unstable, by the way, because it's super fun and you can't do it online. And also, this show and everything we do is brought to you by you and your kind support of our Patreon at patreon.com/LoadingReadyRun. We really appreciate it. Rivals of Ixalan. The Rivals of Ixalan pre-release is coming up.
January 5th.
In fact, by the time you're seeing this, it might be tomorrow.
It should be...
It'll be
like...
this coming Friday.
It's like 36 hours from the earliest you could probably watch this.
Yeah.
Is when it's happening. And if you're watching it after, you can go check out the VOD at youtube.com/LoadingReadyLive. But yeah, no, January 5th, 11 a.m. Pacific, happening over at twitch.tv/LoadingReadyRun. All right, we got the regulars from Lure. We've got Cameron and we've got Graham.
Hello.
And we've got Adam and we've got Kathleen. Who else do we got? Who are out of towns?
Our out-of-town guests are from Wizards of the Coast, Melissa DeTora. Very excited to finally get Melissa up here.
Yeah, no, it's super exciting.
From Card Kingdom currently, but also former like Star City grinder, known quantity on the East Coast, now over here in the West working at Card Kingdom to build their battle decks. Chris Van Meter, CVM, to his friends, presumably.
I'm excited. This is one of those pre-releases where the majority of people who are coming, the four of them, I don't actually know super well, which is kind of exciting because we get to make new friends.
And Evan and Ruben from the Magic Mike's podcast.
Sick.
Which we're very excited about as well. And for those who are at, because people on Twitter were asking, unfortunately Aaron wasn't able to make it this time, but hopefully in the future we'll have Aaron as well. But this time, Evan and Ruben, and we're very excited to have both of them here. And that's going to be great because we're going to get to crack into Rivals of Ixalan.
Woo!
And
which hasn't actually started being spoiled yet.
Yeah, we're recording this on December 29th.
Yep.
And there's like...
And the pre-release starts in literally less than a week.
Yeah.
Because it's 11:37 a.m. we're recording.
Right.
This thing starts in exactly 6 days and whatever many hours. And they haven't started spoiling the cards yet.
Well, a couple have come out.
A couple have come out.
Yeah, one or two that they've sort of teased a bit. And some stuff from the Planeswalker decks.
Yeah.
But that's not relevant.
But I mean, the only really important card has already been spoiled, which is Silver Gillidat.
Sure. What's that do?
It makes merfolk work, James.
It's a 1 and a blue for a 2/1.
Oh, they're reprinting Silver Gillidat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Is this actually in the set or in one of the... Oh, it is actually in the set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
It's the real deal.
Cool. So like, briefly, we're hoping that Rivals kind of shakes up the Ixalan limited metagame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, general consensus is that it's not great.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
I had fun.
It got to a point where it was not great.
It got to a point. I think the issue is it got to a point where it wasn't great much quicker than most sets.
Yeah.
And I think that's just sort of the inherent problem with basing your entire set around 4 tribes, but really giving the attention to what people thought was 2, and then they realized that Merfolk was actually incredibly real, which was pretty cool. And that was a neat little twist, because like it came out and everybody's like, okay, so everybody's going to either be drafting pirates or dinosaurs. Vampires exist and merfolk exist, but we're going to draft pirates and dinosaurs. And then pretty quickly it became apparent that Merfolk was actually super legit. And
Vampire is pretty legit too.
Vampire is also fairly legit, but I don't think quite as legit as Merfolk turned out to be.
Yeah.
But then if you're not in one of those, everybody's trying to be in one of those 4.
Right. So you're always fighting.
So you're always
someone
fighting somebody for something, which is it sucks. But like, I'm not saying the set sucks. I'm saying that situation is not great. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Magic's man. I don't make this game. I would be impressed if they could do a really good job of shaking it up, because I do feel like it's going to be kind of a lot of the same.
Well, but you won't be able to have the same consistency, right? That's
Right.
always which is something that they're now trying to avoid with the big
because
set.
This is
small set.
maybe
thing.
This is the final small set.
Right.
This is it. This
Maybe
is the
this
last
is-
time we'll ever do this.
Maybe the consistency was the problem. And this will just dilute it enough
Yep.
where you actually do wind up with like quite discrete, like Izzet versus Dimir versus Rakdos pirates.
Yeah.
Right.
That could be really interesting.
Yep.
Like, because there were kind of actually 8 decks, because the dinosaurs and pirates were actually like 3 decks.
Right.
Right. But there just weren't enough.
No. Yeah.
Right.
So expand it, maybe open up the colors a little bit for some of these other decks, and that would be really good.
But the reason that we know so precisely when you will at earliest be seeing this is because the earliest we can post this video is 9 p.m. our time on Wednesday night,
Yep.
which is technically Thursday Eastern time, at like 12:01 a.m. Eastern time,
Yep.
because our spoiler card for Rivals of Ixalan is the Crafty Cut Purse. I love this. 3 and a blue for a 2/2 with flash.
Okay.
Okay. When Crafty Cut Purse enters the battlefield, each token that would be created under an opponent's control this turn is created under your control instead. It's like a notion thief
Yeah.
for tokens.
For tokens. It's a human pirate. It's a rare, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Love the flavor text. Possession is 11/10 of the pirate code. That's really good.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if this card is. I mean, this card seems like it's going to be pretty terrible and like limited.
Potentially. I like that in the art they've got a treasure.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
Like the treasures are tokens.
Yeah, that's true. Although I don't know how great I feel about paying 3 and a blue for a 2/2 to make a treasure.
This is a counter to Jace.
This is a counter to
In the limited Ixalan powerhouse.
yeah.
You get your own Jays. Or 2 of them, actually, I guess.
Yeah.
But I do look forward to seeing this played in somebody jamming this in the EDH when crazy big things are happening.
Yeah,
and,
well, I mean, like the obvious.
Secure the Wastes, or what's the Wrath? There's the Wrath that's like kill everything, but if you pay, it's a white spell with X in its cost, and if you paid more than a certain amount for X, then you also get like a bunch of soldiers afterwards.
Oh.
Anyway, but yeah,
Right.
like secure
Oh,
the
yeah,
Wastes,
yeah, I know
make
what you're talking about.
secure the Wastes, make 10 soldiers. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like the other one is Dark Depths.
Dark Depths, yeah.
Lesbian stage.
I'm
Like-
very much against the idea of mass surveillance, but I would love to just have the video of the first time that happens.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, there's cameras everywhere, so somebody's going to capture this moment, right?
Do you remember like back when Dragon's Maze first came out and SCG was running like a Legacy Open, and somebody had Jace the Mind Sculptor and the opponent had Notion Thief in hand,
right.
and the people on coverage were like, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to witness this happen.
Yeah.
We are going to be able to see, like, and they were just like all excited for it.
Jace brainstorm? No.
Would this effectively counter Storm Empty the Warrens?
Yeah.
Yeah, because once that's all in the stack, they can't take it off the stack.
Yep.
They could only
No givesies backsies.
No, they could remand. The best you could hope for is remanding the card copy of the spell and then casting it again. No, that doesn't work because this is good till end of turn.
Yeah.
So that would. If you could just let someone storm off and then when they finally cast Empty the Warrens,
You're just like,
you just
nope.
cool. Crafty Cut Purse, I get all those goblins, and then presumably they concede and then give all their cards away and go live in the ocean.
Yeah. Ooh, live in the ocean. That would be dangerous. Don't live in the ocean, kids.
live on the ocean, certainly. Be a
Sure,
pirate.
yes.
Yes.
That seafaring McDonald's that they built for Expo 86. Yeah.
Like
The McDonald's barge.
I think this card is awesome,
barge.
and I love what it's doing. And obviously, I would love to see it played in a situation where you can counter, some crazy modern storm deck going off with Empty the Warrens, or I don't know if there's how many decks out there play Dark Depths as like their win con. Like, are there
In
any?
Highlander, it's a card you play because if you're in green, you kind of play Primetime because it's just a good card. And if you're playing Primetime, you kind of might as well just have empty.
Yeah,
Or
and
not
I can't.
empty,
I can't.
Thespian Stage
I'm not a
Dark Depths.
Highlander expert, but I really don't think that the Highlander guys on North 100 are going to be like, "Yep, this is an automatic get in,"
no,
because it's really just it's a 2-mana or it's a 4-mana 2/2 that most of the time is just a 4-mana
So
2/2 with flash,
In,
right? So,
in limited, worst case scenario is it's just a 2/2 with flash, which is for 4, which is not amazing.
It's a little.
But what's like an average case in Ixalan Limited? Like someone upgrades their raptor hatchling into a 3/3 dinosaur, and you're like, that's my 3/3 with trample.
Yeah,
that's pretty great.
That's not bad.
I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to get a treasure out of it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you should be able to get treasure. And what's the don't the
And it's important to note that it's not a 2/2 that comes into play and you get a treasure. It's you get to take his treasure.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
much
important.
like there's the
pirates
vampire.
there's the pirates that make 2 treasures.
When they die.
Plunderers. No, the ones that ETB with 2 treasures.
Oh, yeah.
They're like a 3/4.
Yeah. For 5 mana.
Yeah.
I just
Sorry, you were talking about the vampire.
Like vampires have a lot of token generation that maybe you might be able to like get somebody with it.
I mean, it's pretty minimal, but like if someone goes turn 3, like if you're on the play and you just pass and they're like, okay, Queen's Commission, or more spicily,
Feast.
Call to the Feast.
Yeah, Call to the Feast.
Like, Call to the Feast. Cool. Give me your 3/1/1 vampires with lifelink.
Yeah, thank you for your turn 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's any benefit to like, he's got Called the Feast or whatever, and like the situation where like even that like he's got Called the Feast and he knows you have this. There's an aspect of kind of it's like you can play this and he can't do his thing. You're delaying him at least by a turn. Like even if you're not like surprising it, it's still you can't make any tokens this turn.
Yeah.
Which I think could be, like, in a close game could be valuable.
Well, presumably presumably that only is good for you because they're in a deck that wants to tap out and go wide and make things, and you presumably have built your deck in a way that can survive by not tapping out every turn. And so if you're stopping them from doing their win condition, then you are sort of, by the logic of the game, winning.
Yeah.
that game.
But like even if you like put this out and all you get is a treasure token.
Yeah.
It also makes it so he can't do any, like if he was planning on doing other stuff during the turn, he can't do anything that's going to generate tokens during the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
So I feel like there could be some aspect of sort of threat of activation.
I mean, that's also just assuming that you're playing against an opponent that is going off with tokens in any sort of way, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I am ever going to first pick this card, is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is not, and this is like a card that maybe you pick up later in the draft because nobody really wants it because it theoretically doesn't really do that much if you're not up against a deck that it can actually, sort of take advantage of.
I'm going to run it at some point.
And of course, if you've got any blink effects and stuff, you could do all sorts of interesting things.
Yeah,
But
for sure. But I think, yeah,
Are there any blink effects in the format?
I can't think of any.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, no, there's the pirate
Siren's
one.
Ruse.
Siren's Ruse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because it's a pirate, you get to draw a card as well.
Yeah, that's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's
Okay,
spicy.
that's spicy.
I like that a lot, actually, now. Okay, this just jumped
Draw
up
a
in my
card,
pick
steal
order.
your treasure.
Yeah, this just jumped up a bit.
Yeah,
I'm
on
on
my way
board.
to steal your treasure.
Yup. Siren's Ruse, is as a reminder, is 1 and a blue for an instant. Exile target creature you control, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Bonus, if it's a pirate, you draw a card. So yeah, blink it, draw a card, steal their token,
And Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems pretty
I like
sweet.
it.
Again, it's just very dependent on what your opponent is doing, but yeah.
I'm on board.
It's a cool card. I think it's. I love what it's doing. Like I think what
Yeah.
it's doing is different,
It's-
and not something that we see. I can't remember a card that has ever done this.
No.
I mean,
Right. So I think
that's-
you
that's
know, at
that's
some
sweet.
point, somebody's going to play like Elspeth into an empty board,
Yeah.
and the opponent is going to play this, and you're just going to be like, really? Like this?
Yeah.
That's 5 power.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yep.
I assume you're talking about the Elspeth that makes 3
Or
1/1s.
yeah, or Elspeth Tyrell.
Yeah.
Oh, that also
Or
works.
Knight Errant, sorry. Knight Errant.
yeah.
The good one.
Yeah. All right. Should we crack some packs?
Let's crack some packs.
All right. What are we cracking first?
Let's find out. Stop. 11.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey. Ooh, Apocalypse.
Neat.
Wow. This was given to us by Andy at GP Vegas.
Neat.
Thank you, Andy.
Let's gonna figure
James is
out.
going to pull up the price list.
Gotta figure out what's in this set that's worth it.
Is it Whirlpool Drake?
I don't know.
I think Apocalypse
Oh, wait,
might have
those
been...
are the uncommons. Hang on, let me... okay, cool. Is it Daga Disciple? It's
I
probably
love
not.
these names for the wedges.
So it's a 1/1 for a single red mana. It's a wizard. It's a Minotaur, actually, but I don't know if it's been oracled to be a Minotaur wizard. For a white and tap, prevent 1 damage that would be dealt to target creature or player this turn. And for blue and tap, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Yeah, so Cam was talking about the...
It is indeed a Minotaur wizard.
Nice. The wedges. If you look at the back of a Magic card and you draw a triangle between between any point and the 2 points opposite, you make a wedge shape, and those are the wedges. And as opposed to the shards, which are 3 beside one another, the wedges are sort of in opposition. And they've had a couple different names. Because when did they show up most recently?
That was in Cons of Tarkir.
Right. Yes. And so Raka is red, white, blue, or
Jeskai.
Jeskai as we know it now.
These names were never popular,
No.
but they were a good way of showing just exactly how in the know you were with late 90s Magic the Gathering,
Raka,
among other people.
Necra, Daga,
I don't actually know.
Una.
No. They weren't catchy, they weren't
Oprah?
memorable. Right?
Yeah.
There was a reason they weren't popular.
Yeah.
They all
Anyway,
kind of sounded alike.
this card not amazing. This card though, Goblin Legionnaire.
Hey, this card's
Yay.
legit.
2/2 for red-white, so 2/2 for Boros. Goblin Soldier. 2 and sacrifice Goblin Legionnaire. Goblin Legionnaire deals 2 damage to target creature or player.
Legit.
And for white and sack Goblin Legionnaire, prevent the next 2 damage that would be dealt to target creature or player this turn.
This
I
is
love
this
how-
is in the Pauper Cube. Or it used to be at least.
Big the dude's hand on the left is.
Oh God, yeah.
Wow.
Ah, can't
So
unsee.
Maybe it's perspective, or is he like? Maybe he's like half giant or something.
Maybe. It's just like that. Yeah, that dude is way bigger than the other dudes.
Yeah.
I like
That's
that
actually
this-
a pretty big goblin too when you think about it.
Maybe the dude on the left's actually like taking a knee.
Maybe it's a giant. Yeah.
I just like that, it's like this group shot of these Legionnaires, and the Goblin's like, yep, I'm part of the squad.
Yeah. This card's sweet.
Whoa. Mind extraction.
Oh, Jesus.
They're about to extract that mind.
Poor man.
2 and a black for a sorcery, and an additional cost, sack a creature. Well, this better be good. Target player reveals his or her hand and discards all cards of each of the sacrificed creature's colors.
That's really interesting.
That means you have to be playing
You
Yeah,
need
your
the same
opponent's
colors.
colors.
Yeah, I could see this being kind of a fun like sideboard card. Like it.
I mean, when everybody's playing 3 cards or 3 colors,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, like they would have been in this set, it could get quite interesting.
This seems like a big cost to potentially whiff. This has
Yeah.
a very low floor.
Yeah. Like go down 2 cards lose your turn 3
Yeah, I don't like that.
for a peak.
Shimmering Mirage. Gorgeous art. Oh, it's Rebecca Gay. There we go. 1 and a blue. For an instant, target land's type becomes the basic land type of your choice until end of turn, and you draw a card.
Yeah, I mean, it cycles, so
Yeah, you
Sure.
just basically like turn 2. In your upkeep, your forest is now small.
yeah.
And then they're like, okay, cool, Nightscape Familiar. And you're like, why are you playing that in a deck with forests? And then they're like, well, to get you. Because Graham didn't think through this metaphor when he started talking.
Even in your fantasy plays, you get God.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it seems fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess maybe you can really host someone potentially, but probably not.
Probably not.
Bloodfire Dwarf.
Ooh.
1/1 for 1, Dwarf. For 1 and sacrifice it, deals 1 damage to each creature without flying?
That's kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
I remember this guy being kind of legit.
Wow, that's actually kind of a big effect for a 1/1 for 1, and
Yeah.
for just 1 and sack it.
Also sweet art.
Like, I would expect that to be like 1 to do like 1 damage to 1 creature.
One creature, yeah.
But every creature without flying, this could be a board wipe against it like a token deck.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Especially if you just second main it, like attack.
Oh, yeah.
Here's all the blocks. You think you got away okay? Nope. For 2 mana, I'll just kill the last 3 creatures that you have.
Consume Strength is
Oh, this card's legit.
1 black-green instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and another creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn.
That's really good.
This makes combat miserable.
and it's instant speed.
That's so good.
God, this card is really good.
You're just like, I win this combat, and that other thing dies. Yeah, I think this is one of the. Few cards in my Tree Folk commander deck that's in there just because it's like it's the colors and it's very good. There's a tree. Pardon me. There's a tree in it. The tree is not really part of the effect. It does talk about the
Multani.
Yeah, it does talk about the decay of the swamp, but it's a little on brand. So we've had the Daga Disciple. Now we have the Anna Disciple.
Okay.
So it's a 1/1 for a single green with activated abilities in blue and black. So this is now known as Sultai. So for blue and tap, target creature gains flying until end of turn, and for black and tap, target creature gets -2/-2. -2/-0.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that would be
until end of turn.
Yeah.
So it makes it smaller. Now, I just realized something. Okay, so the blue effect on both disciples is the same.
Yeah.
So was that true of this whole cycle?
I think it
that the
may have
disciples,
been.
it was just they had one effect for each color, and
Yeah.
it was
was
shared
just shared
across.
around.
That's actually kind of cool if that's how it
That
was
is
done.
Yeah.
that's interesting.
I
Yeah,
also really love the art in this. I like the shadow.
yeah. What is and that weird creature?
Yeah.
Magic these days. We're all so jaded. 1 and a blue. Hey, look, it's Karn looking really surprised.
Yeah.
1 and a blue for an instant. Counter target spell if it shares a color with a creature you control.
Meh.
I
mean,
guess, did they just expect everyone to be in the same colors? Or they
I
expected
guess so.
everyone to be in 3 colors so the chance of
chances
crossover
were higher,
was high?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
I
clear
played
that
this
yeah.
in my Chromat Commander deck way back in the day.
Well, I guess if you got chrome at it, yeah. That's fair. Unless it's colorless.
Oh, I'm ruined.
It looks like that is how
That's why Karn looks so disappointed.
Yeah.
it looks like that is how the disciples worked. By the way, that there were 5 abilities.
Yeah. Oh.
And whichever disciple it was got 2 of them.
And in fact, we're about to see another one. Got a high disciple pack here. This is the Daga Disciple.
Yeah. Okay.
Daga, aka Mardu, it's a 1/1 for a single white with activated abilities in black and red. So the black activated ability we already saw. Black and tap, target creature gets -2/-0 until end of turn. And the red one is tap and red, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn.
Also, awesome flavor text. There's no true equality or equity of power. There's only more and less. I like that with those two.
That's
The
good.
2 abilities.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I feel like this is actually probably because they did it that way with each power being the same. This is one of the only cycles of these kind of guys where everyone is the same power and toughness for the same cost. Like usually when they do a cycle like this, each guy has to be tweaked slightly because their powers will be
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
balanced properly.
But because they got the same they sort of figured out what 5 roughly equal abilities were, and then they put them all on 1/1s for 1, and sort of it's cool. This card is in an old Orzhov commander deck I have kicking around somewhere. Maybe we'll see it on stream at some point. It's Putrid Warrior. It's really good. 2/2 soldier zombie.
Okay.
For white-black. So it's a 2/2 for 2, just like the Goblin Legionnaire. Whenever Putrid Warrior deals damage, any kind, just whenever it deals damage, choose one. Each player loses 1 life, or each player gains 1 life.
All right.
It's fun in Commander. Is this now, the Goblin Legionnaire is a Goblin Soldier. This is a Soldier Zombie. Was this a cycle?
Yes.
Of like
there were,
Soldier something?
There was a Goblin Merfolk. That was a pinger. And then there was a Merfolk Elf that was a 2/2 flyer.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I thought they were all soldiers. I was wondering.
the white allied
I
ones.
was wondering if they were all
The
soldiers.
white creature type of soldier.
Oh, okay. That all makes sense now.
awesome combo with the old Triskaidekaphobia.
Good stuff.
Oh, we need to manipulate your opponent's life total to be very specific.
Gaia's Skyfolk was the green-blue one, and then the colored one was Shore or something?
Is it the same set as Cavern Harpy?
No, no different.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Where was Kevin Harpy from? Twal.
Oh, Cavern Harpy was from like years before this, I think.
Masks.
No, maybe not masks. No.
Where was it? It was Plane Shift.
Plane shit.
Yeah. So it was kind of like the block before this.
Right, okay.
All right. What's next?
Savage Gorilla.
Ooh, he's so savage.
Just a savage gorilla.
Check out this Sultai weirdness.
That's an orangutan.
So it's a 3/3. It's a 3/3 for 4 and a green. So 3/3 for 5. Check out this ability though. For blue and black, and tap and sacrifice it. Target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn, and you draw a card.
That's interesting.
So the green flavor is that it's a 3/3 ape.
Yeah.
But it's not very well costed for a green creature.
Yeah.
But then you put blue and black into it, and the black you get the minus kill thing, and the blue you get the card draw.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The card doesn't actually, despite being a green card, it doesn't feel very green. It feels more blue and black.
Yeah, it feels very not green.
But it's interesting. It's
it's
cool,
like-
and it is an orangutan. You're
It's
correct.
a green creature with blue and black powers, I guess, is how it works with the wedges.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is somebody. Looks like somebody messed up on their reference for pictures.
Yeah.
Savage orangutan.
All right.
All right. Whirlpool Drake is a 2/2 for 3 and a blue. Creature Drake has flying. When Whirlpool Drake comes into play, shuffle the cards from your hand into your library, then draw that many cards.
Okay.
And when it is put into a graveyard, shuffle the cards from your hand into your library and draw that many cards.
Oh, okay.
There was a Merfolk that did this as well.
Is this good?
It doesn't.
Is this something you want to do?
It doesn't feel
Maybe if
like
your cards suck.
I guess
It's
but
not a May.
It's
Yeah.
not a May. It's like
And all you get a 2/2 flyer for 4, so it's 1 more than a Wind Drake to cast.
when it's put into a grave. Yeah, because like you can control that first one, right? Like you get to control when you play it, but then you can so easily get punished on that second
Yeah,
ability.
I think you control it by not playing this card.
Yeah. This doesn't seem very good.
Well, it's okay, because now we have a Dodeca Pod.
Hey.
So it's a 3/3 for 4 artifact creature. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it has been oracled to have a subtype.
It's a Dodeca
It's a
Pod.
Dodeca Pod. If a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard Dodeca Pod, put it into play with 2+1/+1 counters on it instead.
I mean, okay.
This-
An opponent control. Oh, an opponent controls.
This was actually reprinted in Time Spiral, Time Shifted.
Into a golem?
It's a golem.
What?
It's a, an arm golem.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with all those arms? Just watch.
Yeah.
What you gonna do with all those arms?
That'd be kind of cool if you could take advantage of something like
Isn't there one of the scobs from Innistrad that is like an arm golem?
Yeah.
yeah, kind of.
You know, Ludovic was going to do as the muse so wills him.
I don't know how much discard there was.
Yeah.
But it seems like a 3/3 for 4 colorless is not amazing, but...
It's also just not bad.
Although,
Like,
actually, that's a good point.
Right.
In a set where you're running 3 colors and presumably your mana base sucks,
Yeah. Like
maybe
just-
a 3/3 that you know you can cast for 4 mana is actually alright.
Yeah, and its ability is just upside, right? Like if it happens, then it happens, then neat. But if not, you still just have this 3/3 for 4. So
Wow. Hold on to your butts for some just some weird card design here with Illuminate.
Oh, I remember this card.
X in a red, sorcery. Deals X damage to target creature. So it's just a heat ray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorcery speed heat ray. But wait. Kicker of 2 in a red or 3 in a blue. You can pay
And/or.
you can pay you can pay either 2 in a red or 3 in a blue or both. If you pay the red kicker cost, it also deals X damage to that creature's controller. If you pay the blue kicker cost, you draw X cards.
So for 8 and X,
So for
8 and X, you do 1 damage to a creature and its controller and draw 1 card.
yeah. For 9.
Yeah.
yeah, for 9.
For 9 mana, you can do 1 damage to a creature, 1 damage to a player, and draw 1 card.
It's Electrolyze for 9 mana.
I like the
And it's
flexibility.
sorcery speed.
I like the flexibility.
Those are really expensive kicker costs on an X card, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're...
So for 7, you do 2 damage to a creature, 2 to their controller, and you do 2 damage to a creature and draw 2 cards. Yeah, that's
Like this is
it's cool. It's
This is
super
like
cool.
the
but
the not exciting mode of Fireball, right? Like
Yeah.
I think you pick this anyway, just because it's like
I mean, you
Fireball
still
a creature.
you still
right?
take it as a sorcery speed heat ray.
And like if
And
it didn't
maybe
have
late
those
game you-
kickers, right?
All right. You got a rare?
The rare is Planar Despair.
That's not one... What is this art?
Who are
these guys?
Are those Phyrexians?
Those are Phyrexians. That's
those
what
are
Phyrexians used to look like.
Yawgmoth's retainers?
Yeah.
Wow, they look really stupid. They look like Doctor Who enemies.
Yeah, no, these are the people who destroyed Dominaria.
All right. Look at the guy in the front. What a doof.
Wowee. All right. 3 black for a sorcery. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn for each basic land type among lands you control.
So
it's debuff with domain.
It would, yeah. Which, okay, like...
What a bad
I
wrath.
guess in this
Yeah.
set,
For 5?
it's probably going to be -3/-3.
For 5
For
mana,
5
though?
mana is a lot.
And you have to look at these idiots?
Yeah.
Well, only for a second. They go basically straight to your graveyard.
Yeah,
remember,
that guy
like-
is literally a Sontaran.
Yeah, I was going to say he looks like a Sontaran. With like a rebreather.
I'm going to not first pick this. I'm probably just going to take...
I'd probably just take Illuminate because it's removal.
Yeah.
I would probably take...
Goblin?
This.
Oh, Consume Strength?
Consume
Yeah.
Strength.
Yeah.
I would maybe take the Goblin Legionnaire.
I guess there's no sense in trying not to go into multiple colors in a set like this.
Yeah, I think you're going to get... You should be rewarded for doing that. Who knows? All right. To the next pack. And roll. And stop. That's a
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't know about your rolling technique there, James.
Conspiracy.
Ooh.
This was given to us by Brent at Con Bravo.
Is it original?
Original Conspiracy, yeah.
OG Conspiracy.
First up, Ether Trade Winds. I like Ether Trade Winds a lot. You can really
Yeah.
do some shenanigans with this. It's 2 and a blue for an instant. Return target permanent you control and target permanent you don't control to their owner's hands.
This is also just a card that has seen print outside of Conspiracy.
I
Yeah,
really
so-
liked hitting somebody's important thing and my own Liliana Spectre with this.
That's fair.
And it doesn't say non-land, notably.
Yeah.
Stave it off. Stave off. Single white mana for an instant. Target creature gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn.
Not horribly exciting. But,
But if you need to push through the last couple of points of damage,
yeah.
right,
I guess.
through somebody's board.
I don't think
Yeah.
I ever saw anyone run Stave
No,
off.
I
No.
don't think so either.
I just can't stop thinking of that Homestar bit. I don't know. It was just a cut to like a guy playing guitar going, "Stave it off. 1, 2, 3. Now you can count to 3." That was it. I just can't stop thinking about it. Traveler's Cloak. 2 and a blue for creature aura. As it enters the battlefield, choose a land type. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature has land walk of the chosen type.
Can't remember playing this one either.
No.
I didn't play Conspiracy a whole lot, but
No.
didn't play it myself. Never saw anybody else play it.
That super pretty Rebecca Gay. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Grenzo's Cutthroat. 1 and a red for a 1/1 with first strike, sure,
okay.
and dethrone.
Ah.
Whenever this creature attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, put a +1/+1 counter
This
on
was a very good mechanic.
it. I like-
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Dethrone,
Dethrone
I
was
think,
really
is-
good in multiplayer games because you're like, sorry, I just
The card
the
says
to
the card
attack.
essentially says I have to attack you.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not really my call.
Yeah.
It's got a mind of its own.
We got an elephant token, by the way. Char Cougar. They had the whole cycle
Hey.
of basic land cyclers in.
Yeah.
So it's 5 and a red for a 4/4 cat beast. It has fire breathing, so single red to give it +1/+0 until end of turn. Or you can discard it from your hand to go tutor for a mountain because it has mountain cycling 2.
Cool.
The mountain cycling, plane cycling, all that cycle of 5, like Twisted Abomination and stuff.
Noble
They
Templar
were all in here.
Yeah.
Stupid wizards who look at a cougar and like, yes, this needs to also breathe fire.
Yeah.
Selvalla's Enforcer is a 2/2 for 3 and a green. It's an elf warrior with Parlay, as we are told Wizards prefers it to be pronounced.
Instead of
Parley.
oh, okay.
It's the way that they want it to be pronounced. Sorry, that sounded dismissive. They want it to be pronounced correctly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unlike
yeah.
the way that they said it in Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Got
Sorry.
it. Because you're like they want it pronounced.
yeah,
the
that
way,
sounded like-
Yeah, I was
yeah,
like
they-
that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
But okay, I see
They
what
still
you're
won't
saying.
take a stand on Vendilion Clique, though.
Parts of the Caribbean, they said parlay.
I thought they said Parley.
I don't know.
Anyway, when Selvalla's Enforcer enters the battlefield, each player reveals the top card of his or her library. That's the parlay mechanic. Each player flips the top card and shows everyone else. For each non-land card revealed this way, you put a +1/+1 counter on Selvalla's Enforcer, and then everyone draws those cards. So,
I never really remembered Parlay going off.
not with this card, but there were some that were pretty all right.
Yeah, for some reason, I remember parlay like whiffing way
Yeah.
more often than it should have.
Yeah.
Given the ratios of land to regular
Selvala
cards.
herself was pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can generate a mana that way. Zombie Goliath is 4 and a black for a 4/3 zombie. It's a big zombie. It's a zombie giant, technically.
Okay.
It's just very big.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like the picture should have had another thing in the picture so you could see that it was a big zombie.
Yeah.
Because just him standing beside a tree doesn't really illustrate that it's a big zombie.
Trees can be any size. Maybe it's just a very small tree.
Yeah.
I believe this one's pronounced Plume. Plummet, 1 and a green, instant destroy target creature with flying. Okay, if you're playing Conspiracy, typically you only play the one game. Main deck a Plummet. If you're in green, main deck a Plummet.
Oh yeah.
Trust me,
Absolutely.
you'll want it.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have
Yeah.
some big, dumb, stupid flyer that will kill you.
In a 4-player game, there's going to be at least a
there's gonna
couple
be-
flyers.
yeah, there's
going.
gonna be one of
and
those.
there's no sideboarding because there's only the one game, so it's not like, oh, I guess there's a sideboard card. Just run it. Trust me, you'll need it at some point. Assassinate.
Nice.
2 and a black for a sorcery, destroy target tapped creature.
First pick so far.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of flyers, favorable wins.
Hey. I
One
love
and a-
this. I love this card.
Yeah, me too. 1 and a blue for an enchantment. Creatures you control with flying get +1/+1. One of my favorite recorded games of Magic was one on the back of this. That Avison restored. It's on the YouTube channel somewhere. Plagued Rusalka is a 1/1 for a single black. It's a spirit, and for a black and sack a creature, target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn.
This card I remembered making my life miserable in ways that were disproportionate to how.
Miserable it should be.
Yeah.
Me too, but not
Yeah.
in this set.
Yeah.
In Modern Masters,
Yeah, in Modern
it was
Masters,
really
it was-
irritating.
yeah.
Yeah.
In this set, I don't think it was that exciting. Nor was Relic Crush.
Sure.
4 and a green instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment and up to one other target artifact or enchantment.
Okay.
Again, like
I guess
it's-
this will have targets in a game of conspiracy.
yeah,
Yeah.
again, it's one of those things where it's like you got 3 people you're playing against, so you can
Want to
kill-
make 2 enemies?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we're going to move up to the rare. Our conspiracy is Sentinel Dispatch. I guess conspiracies aren't on the thingy. It's you start the game with the face up in the command zone. At the beginning of the first upkeep, you put a 1/1 colorless construct defender token onto the battlefield. So you just
I
go.
remember that,
I start
yeah.
the game with a 1/1 defender.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nice.
was fine,
honestly,
yeah.
Our rare. Oh, this is actually.
Oh wait, did this set also have the wall from Rise of the Eldrazi, tap defenders?
Vent Sentinel?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
That was a deck.
Take
That
Vent
was a
Sentinel
very,
and every
very-
Sentinel dispatch that goes
Yeah.
past.
Yeah, that was a big
Right.
deck.
Our rare is Custody Soulbinders,
Ooh, okay.
which is 3 and a white for a 0/0. But it enters the battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it, where X is the number of other creatures on the battlefield.
Okay.
Actually, that actually works well with Sentinel Dispatch as well.
Yep.
And 4-player, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then for 2 and a white and remove a +1/+1 counter, put a 1/1 white flying spirit onto the battlefield.
There was a cycle of these in each color, right? The 0/0s that entered with X tokens on them. I have never seen the white one before this.
Yeah, this is really cool, actually.
I kind of like this.
I would first pick this and hope to wheel favorable wins.
But we've got
So the trick with this guy is that he doesn't adjust
No,
as
no,
creatures are added.
It
'Cause
just comes down.
When I first saw that, I was like,
However-
wait, he loses a +1/+1 counter, and then a creature goes into the battlefield. Does that mean he just gets the
no,
+1?
'cause
button?
that's
However-
why it's counters. and
Yeah,
not-
yeah, yeah.
White did have flicker
Yep.
effects in this.
Yep.
At least Brago did.
Now I noticed you didn't pull out your phone price list for this one, James.
Yeah, I don't. There's a few, but it's not much.
I think we might have got one because Commander is a thing. We have a foil, and it's a foil of Marchesa, the Black
Oh
Rose.
shit!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually going to be worth something.
1 blue, black, red for a 3/3 legendary creature human wizard with Dethrone. Other creatures you control also have Dethrone, and whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. Just everything gets sort of quasi-persist, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's spicy.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's a hell of a thing to pick up.
Well,
Yeah.
I see conspiracy here.
And an elephant token. So, you know.
Elephant token.
All right, well, James is looking that up. You want to roll the
I would love
roll the
to.
die? One more pack to take us home?
There it is. I found it.
Camera roll 1, and at the front of the pack we have this. There's only 5 cards. This is a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh. This is the Millennium Pack. This was given to us by Jackson at Con Bravo.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, they're so deeply
They're so ugly.
unattractive.
Did we get a foil? It has foiled writing.
We got one with foil writing. We have a trap card. We got to have wide. Why am I putting it down here like it's the card reader's going to catch it? Widespread Ruin. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy the attack position monster your opponent controls with the highest attack.
Thing's worth like $60.
What, the Marchesa?
Marchesa.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the regular's worth like $5. But
Yeah, the foils were
Yeah, 'cause I guess-
60 goddamn
yeah.
dollars.
Yeah.
What?
Relinquished is a spellcaster ritual effect.
I was too busy. What the hell are we doing?
Well, Cam rolled a 1.
did we
so
re-
we have
did,
this
did
5
you did you rebrand the podcast while I was looking up a price?
Yeah,
Damn it, we're a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast
We
now.
Yu-Gi-Oh now, boys.
No.
I got a Spiral Spear Strike.
Uh-huh.
If Gaia the Fierce Knight, Swift Gaia the Fierce Knight, or Gaia the Dragon Champion you control attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If Gaia the Dragon Champion inflicts battle damage with this effect, draw 2 cards, then
go.
discard a card.
Paul, you're the worst.
Perfect.
These cards are all border.
I've got Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon.
Uh-huh.
That sounds cool.
Sure.
It's a machine effect. Okay, so wait. Attack 2800, defense 2400. Cannot be normal summoned. Must first be special summoned from your deck by tributing Red Eyes Black Dragon equipped with Metal Morph. Oh, I see. So you turn Red Eyes Black Dragon into Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon by taking Red Eyes Black Dragon and
Like,
putting Metal Morph on it, and then you special summon this thing.
Okay.
That sounds really convoluted, but I do like black metal dragons.
Yeah.
Wait, is it
It's-
Red
it's-
Eyes Bee Dragon?
No, that's Red Eyes Bee Dragon is referenced on this card. This is Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really into black metal. It's a phase, but you know.
How dare you?
Wait, there's also Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon.
No,
Oh, what?
that's
Let's see that guy.
Darkness metal isn't even a genre.
I feel
It
like
is
that's
now,
if you
damn
do
it.
it differently. That's
Oh,
that's not the one we have.
That boy is cool looking. No,
Check
yeah.
out that sweet kerning on the title.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the same
this
dragon, but
similar
just with some nice red highlights.
similar kerning issues over
There's
here.
also Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon.
Oh, flare metal.
no.
This
These
is
are-
the worst thing that
Oh,
ever
I
happened
can
to anyone
barely read
ever.
that.
Wow.
Okay, last card.
And then Dark Master Zork.
That's a great
I'm
name.
sorry. I know. I'm sure Yu-Gi-Oh's a great game. Like, obviously, none of this stuff makes sense because we don't know the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And
But
look, it's not
Dark
saying
Master Zork is a funny name.
Yeah.
not
And
saying
these
there
cards
aren't
look like toilets.
Yeah, not saying there aren't stupid cards in Magic,
Oh yeah, yeah.
because there are.
There are. I deeply
What?
dislike the graphic design
What?
of Yu-Gi-Oh.
What kind of pack is this?
This is
This is
the
a
Millennium Pack.
Millennium Pack.
Yeah.
Dark Master Zork, if you're interested, has attack 2700, defense 1500. You can ritual summon this card with Contract with the Dark Master. Once per turn, you can roll a 6-sided die, then destroy all monsters your opponent controls if you roll a 1 or a 2, destroy one monster your opponent controls if you roll 3, 4, or 5, or destroy all monsters you control if you roll a 6.
Watch, this pack costs like $80. We just opened a pack that's like
No,
beta.
it really won't.
I doubt that. I hope not.
Well, I mean, I'm sure.
How old
they're-
is this pack, though?
I would assume it's from the year.
96, I think, looking at the copyright on the...
Wait, really? That can't be right.
It does say copyright 1996 down here.
Holy moly.
Did we just do like the thing where it's like...
I didn't even think this game was that old.
Me neither. Did we? And it says 6+ years on it.
Well, that's, yeah. First edition.
Was this now? Is this the equivalent of like?
Did we just open, like, a-
P3K or the equivalent of like Homeland?
Yeah.
Good old Dark Master Zork.
All right.
All right, James, roll the dice again.
There's that Red Eyes Black Metal.
Oh, there you
Dragon.
go.
There
it
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old kerning friend.
We'll do the last pack. We'll do this a good roll. Bye,
All
dice.
right, goodbye. I'll miss you. Do the good thing.
10.
10. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, Mirrodin Besieged. This is right around when we started
Yeah,
playing.
this is when we came back.
Yeah, this was given to us by Christian, aka Sir Biffalo Esquire, at PAX West 2017. That's pretty recent, actually.
It is pretty recent.
Yeah.
That's actually the most recent thing we've gone to that we would have gotten packs.
Why we randomized the box.
Oh. There
TwitchCon.
there was a
Oh
card.
yeah, that's right. TwitchCon.
There was a card in that pack,
Yeah.
like in the Millennium Pack,
Mm-hmm.
worth like $15.
That we opened or that exists
no.
in the Millennium
Exists.
Packs.
It is a ultra rare, but I'm just saying theoretically,
There could have been value.
it's not like it was like a completely valueless pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There could have been stuff in there. There wasn't, but there could have been.
Right.
All right.
Mirrodin Besieged. First up, we have Master's Call. It's 2 and a white for an instant. Put 2 1/1 colorless mirror artifact creature tokens onto the battlefield. This was good.
Yep.
Is instant speed actually, which makes a big difference. Unlike, for example, Queen's Commission.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Mirror Tribal is powerfully real.
yeah.
you think you're all sitting pretty, and then bam, crafty cut purse.
My mirror! Please, they're so helpless and innocent.
Miren Metal. This actually is relevant because Metalcraft was a big part of this set. Miren Metal is a single green for an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. But if you have Metalcraft, creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Metalcraft being if you control 3 or more artifacts.
I like Metalcraft.
I like Metalcraft too. This was interesting. Miren Metal and Groundswell, and there were a couple others. They exist in this period of design where Wizards had determined that Giant Growth was too good, And so what they would do is print a green buff spell that was a single green for +2/+2,
And give
but
you-
then +4/+4 if a condition was met.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like-
like Might of Old Crosa
Yeah.
was like if it was at sorcery, if you cast it when you could cast a sorcery.
Wasn't it like Vines of Vastwood somewhere around in that
Like
sort of...
Vines had a kicker. Well, no, Vines was actually, the kicker was, it was hexproof. And then you also got
Right, yeah,
+4/+4. But Groundswell was +2/+2 or +4/+4 with Landfall.
Yeah.
So, and turns out they were fine.
Yeah, this was good with Infect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Burn the Impure. One in a red. That guy's getting cut right in half.
Yeah.
That's quite grisly.
It's like a saw blade.
Yeah, wow.
It's actually, wow, yeah, it actually is just a saw blade.
One, but made of fire.
But made of fire.
So it cauterizes right away.
Yeah.
One in a red
He'll be fine.
for an instant. It deals 3 damage to target creature. If that creature has Infect, it also deals 3 damage to their controller.
This card's just really good.
Yeah, for
Like,
one in a
I mean,
in a
it's
red,
just that's like it's Searing Spear. It's any of
Yeah,
those cards
Incinerate,
that
yeah.
that deals 3 damage for 2.
And then
It's not
bonus
quite-
random upside.
Not quite Lightning Bolt, but close.
Flame doesn't kneel
Yeah,
to
like-
Phyrexia.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to keep this in your sideboard waiting for an infect
Oh
deck.
God,
you
no,
just do it.
no! This is just straight up premium removal.
Koth's Courier is 1 red for a 2/3 with Forest Walk.
I remember playing this creature just because. And
There was-
if it happened to be able to get through with the forest, then neat. But 2/3 for 3 was fine.
There was a flip side of this, which the Gliss's Courier,
Yes.
which was a
2/2
Mountain
Infect.
Walk.
Did it have Infect as well?
I don't know. I don't think so. But
'Cause that would've
it had
been bonkers.
it had Mountain Walk. It was like the
Yeah.
opposite. It's like poetry. Gliss's Courier. Right.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
okay,
exactly the
yes.
same.
Yeah.
It's 1 green for a 2/3 with Mountain Walk. Okay. So, Copper Carapace is 1 mana for an equipment. Costs 3 to equip.
Yeah.
And then the equipped creature gets +2/+2 and cannot block.
Yeah, I remember this card being kind of a trap.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too.
Like it looked good. Like it cost 1 to cast. You could play it on turn 1, and
Yep.
you could equip it to your 2-drop on turn 3, and then oh wait, now my 4/4 can attack, but it can't block, and maybe I want to block, and yeah. This was definitely one of those like it's probably just wise not to play this. They put this in. Did they reprint this, Paul? Has this existed outside of this set?
This was in Modern Masters.
It was in Modern Masters,
The one with Affinity.
which is definitely where it felt like a trap.
Yeah.
Maybe it was less so in this set. I don't really remember.
I don't remember running it.
I don't remember running it, but I also don't really remember too much about playing. I definitely didn't draft as much back then.
True.
So
Yeah, those cheap equipment with high equip costs are often a trap.
yeah, and just that can't block clause is kind of it's tricky as well.
Yeah.
Next up.
Tangle Hulk,
Hey.
though not a trap if you had the mana open. It's a 5/3 for 5
Yeah.
artifact creature, and for 2 and a green, regenerated.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
just
this
straight
is this is an artifact version of the zombie from the one with swamp cycling.
Oh, Twisted Abomination.
Yeah, Twisted A-Bomb,
Yeah,
only
yeah.
without swamp cycling.
A true Phyrexian predator. It will never know death, just as nature intended.
unless you don't have 2 and a green, in which case it will in fact know death.
Oh yeah, it is. There you go.
Only it's slightly cheaper too.
Yeah.
Twisted A-Bomb
So
is
it's not Twisted A-Bomb at all.
Twisted A-Bomb is more expensive up front, but cheaper to regen.
Yeah.
And has swamp. Okay.
I love these guys. Priests of Norn.
Oh,
yeah.
these guys had such eerie art.
Yeah.
So these are the Priests of Elish Norn, Grand Cenobite. 2 and a white for a 1/4 with Vigilance and Infect.
I love these guys. Like Vigilance Infect on a 1/4.
Yeah.
You just get to rumble in.
Mirrodin Besiege is when they brought Infect into white.
Yeah.
Previously it hadn't been in that color. And yeah, it's a great blocker apart from anything else. And then yeah, it's like you attack in, they can't really block it very well. Like they have to put a bunch of stuff in front of it, and whatever doesn't die is going to get, like 1 power doesn't do a lot in combat if it dies. But 1 power of Infect, meaning that it leaves -1/-1 counters behind, is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and like these guys just look so cool.
Yeah. I
Like
mean, the design on these guys and
the
on
camera
Elish Norn
angle and everything.
It's real good.
Yeah.
This card was fine. Phyrexian Digester is a 2/1 for 3 mana artifact with Infect.
Yeah.
And it's just eating that goblin.
Poor gobos.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, sure. Just into the wood chipper.
I did like the goblin tokens from the set.
I feel like being infected is not actually a problem for that goblin.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be its major problem right now.
No.
Yeah. Steel Sabotage, single blue mana for an instant. Either you counter an artifact spell or return an artifact to its owner's hand.
This seems like it would be good. Right?
Yeah, it's probably fine.
In the set, like maybe you don't immediately run it, but it seems like a pretty damn good sideboard card.
Yeah.
You think this?
I mean, like,
A lot of artifacts bouncing
Yeah,
around.
like
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
artifact heavy sets.
Do you think like in like this could be interesting in like Kaladesh? Was there enough artifacts? in
I don't
that
think
set?
any more so than it would be here.
yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like if you were for some reason combining the sets together, would you play this in a Kaladesh draft?
You know what's interesting here, though, is that with Metalcraft, there was certain things that relied on
Yeah.
the controller having
Ooh,
3
yeah,
artifacts.
Yeah.
And if they had exactly Metalcraft and tried to cast a Metalcraft spell, you could bounce one and make them no longer have Metalcraft,
Yeah.
which would be sort of relevant.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
you
good
could-
point.
Or you could suddenly have Metalcraft yourself by returning. Oh no, it goes to your hand, so
Yeah.
it doesn't actually work. No.
Look at what we found.
We found Gliss's Courier.
look at that.
1 green for a 2/3 Mountain Walk. So,
We've already talked to you. Get out.
ooh, Nurok Commando.
Cool art.
Yeah, 1 blue for a 2/1 with Shroud, which means it can't be targeted by anything. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card.
Seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can't put auras or equipment or anything on this. But, yeah, I like these effects.
Hey, Signal Pest.
Yeah.
Yeah, this card was legit.
1 mana for a 0/1 with this was the other new mechanic for Mirrodin Besieged with Battle Cry. Whenever this creature attacks, this is what Battle Cry does. Whenever a creature with Battle Cry attacks, every other attacking creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Doesn't buff itself, but the other creatures get the buff, and Battle Cry triggers do stack. So if you have 2 creatures with Battle Cry attacking, then all the attacking creatures will get +2.
Yeah.
Yo, who here thought its left hand was its head?
I was going to say, heads up. I definitely did. That's its hand, and you
Yep.
can see its dumb little face
Yeah.
sort of on the weird xenomorph-like head shape that it has between those 2 strange claw hands.
Yep. Still gonna assume that its left hand is
So
its face.
this
It
guy's
looks
basically
cooler.
like Battle or Anthem, but on a guy. Like so, it's more vulnerable.
Yeah, but it's only an 0/1, so you can just block it with whatever. But wait, there's another ability there. It can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach.
Yep.
So if they just have a bunch of ground guys, your Signal Pest can just keep getting in there and triggering Battle Cry for your team.
It's super sweet.
Choking Fumes is 2 and a white. Put a -1/-1 counter on each attacking creature. It's instant, obviously.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
fine, I guess. Hey, where's the wrapper for this pack? Did you chuck it away?
I just pushed it off the edge.
Because I think we got the pack art. Because we've got
Hey!
Tezzeret, Agent of Bolas. 2 blue-black for a 3 loyalty planeswalker. +1, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact from among them and put it into your hand and put the rest in the bottom of your library. So 2 in your top 5 for an artifact you would almost always hit in this set. -1, target artifact becomes a 5/5 artifact creature. Does not say until end of turn. It
Nope.
just becomes
it just becomes that. Yep.
So you got your, what is it, your Ichor Wellspring? The
Yep.
plank?
Yep, the
God,
plank.
Just like, here you go. Now it's a 5/5, deal with it. And for -4, which does not take long to get to,
Literally the second turn, you
Yeah.
plus or minus.
target player loses X life and you gain X life, where X is twice the number of artifacts you control.
So good.
Yep.
Yeah, this Tezzeret is particularly powerful.
Third most expensive card in the set.
Really?
Yeah, we could have done better only by opening Blightsteel
Yeah.
and Sword of Feast and Famine.
Huh. Yeah.
What's it going for these days?
$16.
Nice. Not bad. Good packs today.
Yeah, legit packs. That
was fun.
Marchesa, Tezzeret.
Yeah.
I used to have
Yu-Gi-Oh!
a foil one-shot robot.
Ooh, you poor bastard.
So yeah, that's going to be it for this week. Next time we'll be able to actually talk about Rivals of Ixalan, but right now we sort of don't know anything about it apart from our card.
Yeah.
I hope it's good.
We're looking forward to seeing it. A reminder, this coming Friday, when you're seeing this, it's like less than 36 hours from the earliest point you can see this, the Rivals of Ixalan pre-release on twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun. Check it out, it's going to be great. And shoutouts, of course, to cardkingdom.com and to you, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun for all of your support. That's going to do it for this week. Talk to you next time. Bye.
Toodles.